Hey, what's up, guys? What is going on? Hope everybody's doing well. Manchester United versus Wolves 1-0. Alejandro Garnacho. What a great game. He was easily one of the best players for United. And I think the reason for that was because he was piggybacking off of the Manchester United versus Lyon game. I just couldn't believe what I was seeing in that game. I didn't catch that game because I had a tragic loss that day, a family member. And I was not going to watch football that day. And I watched it the next day, though, and I was blown away. I'm envious of you guys, actually, that you got to watch that live, because I knew what the score was. I knew what was going to happen. But still, when Mainu scored and then Maguire scored, I felt it. I had the what's it called, the goosebumps. It was such a great game. Like, easily one of the best games of the season. And Garnacho was, in that first half, he was magnificent. He was exceptional. I just couldn't believe what I was seeing. He was literally getting past players, something that he does not have in his profile at all whatsoever. And he was actually getting past players. He looked so pacey, so fast on the ball. He was great. He was great in that first half. And I think coming off of that game, he still had that confidence, and that's why he was able to perform that well in this game. Although some of those runs that he was doing, they were kind of, I wouldn't say useless. They were kind of redundant. He could have just passed, because the end product of that was just passing it to the fullback, to Amos, or on the other side to Mezraoui, or maybe to Højlund, or maybe to Mainu when he was playing. So it didn't really do that much. I mean, it looked really good, and it looked good him doing that, because he doesn't even do that. And I much would have preferred him doing that in the final third, getting past someone. But he more than made up for that, I think, in my opinion, because those passes and those drawbacks and those crosses and the centers, every dangerous play, I think 100% came from Garnacho. Pretty much everything came from Garnacho, and then Amos as well. He was dazzling. He was electrifying. He was great. He was great in this game. And if anything, I think it was his teammates that failed him, because I don't know how many crosses to Højlund, to Bruno Fernandes, which, the likes of Bruno Fernandes missing, that one sitter that he had in the second half. I couldn't believe that was happening, especially coming off of not even just the Manchester United versus Lyon game, but prior games that he's been playing really well. Easily United's most important player ends up missing something that should have gone in. It should have been a goal. I don't know how he missed that. I could understand Højlund missing that, or maybe even Mount, because Mount, I think, had two opportunities. And Mount's been sick, injured for such a long time. I don't blame him. But Bruno Fernandes, right there, that they should have scored. They should have won this game. I thought Manchester United had more possibilities, and they looked like the better team in this game. The goal from Sarabia, that was class. That was absolutely nothing Onana could have done. And Onana made it look even better because of the way he threw himself. Extension on that, right? The reach. Garnacho, my God, man. He was really good today. And again, I hope this doesn't set people back, the staff, Amorim, from selling him. He needs to go. Get yourself somebody else. He needs to go. There are a lot of other players that are going to be better for United, because what's going to happen, he's just going to default back when things are just normal. There's nothing to build that confidence from, right? It's just going to be him just on an everyday basis, every Saturday game, every Sunday game. I think he's just going to fall back to the player that he is, which is not a player for United. I'm not saying when people say that he's a good player, that there's a good player in there, somewhere in there, for maybe another team, but definitely not for United. And I don't think what's going to happen is when he starts thriving, which I think he has the possibility, because there's been sparks of that. The Lyon game today, when he does that, people are going to say, like, oh, we shouldn't have sold them. That's what happens to United. They're going to make it part of the whole issue of United, it's just players like that, I don't think they have what it takes to play at United. So Garnacho was huge in this game. Bruno Fernandes, like I said, that miss. Mainu also had one or two misses, which came close. One of them kind of replicated the one that he scored in Lyon, which was outstanding. He looked like he was a striker. Højlund is the one that I kind of feel bad for, because, man, he's having a hard go at it. It's just not working out for him. He's just not finding his ground. I don't know. He's not finding the balls that he wants. There's a lot of there doesn't seem like there's understanding. He's yelling at Garnacho. He's yelling at Xerxes. I mean, where Xerxes was playing, at Mainu, he's Amos, whoever it is, at Bruno Fernandes. He's always getting upset. Not directly getting upset, especially with these more important players. He does that with the younger players, but with the more important players, you could still see that he's frustrated, that he should have deserved a better pass. He should have been able to give him a better ball, overhead. And it quite simply isn't there. He does put in effort, but he's just not connecting. He doesn't have that striker's intuition. It's not happening for him at United. Again, another one that might thrive when he's sold. Get yourselves a Victor Osimhen, and maybe things might be different. This game was not the most exciting game, especially after the game that they had in Europa. But Amos and what's his kid, Tyler Fredrickson. He is so chill in the back. He is so sturdy. I don't think he made a single error or mistake. Tyler Fredrickson. I don't think he made a single error, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not looking at the stats, but from what I remember watching, I was like, who is that guy? That's the first time I've seen him, man. I was paying attention to see if he was going to make anything. I thought one of the ways that Wolves were going to score was going to be through that kid, Tyler Fredrickson. And I don't think he made a single mistake, a single error. There was nothing there. It was almost flawless from this kid. Really good. Again, this is, bottom of the table or mid-table Wolves, but he did such a great job. Amos too, a bunch of crosses, really good crosses. Dorgu's another one too that in the beginning had a lot of crosses, and no Højlund, no striker there, pretty much just crossing just across. Looked very dangerous, but Amos is another one that did really well in the back, not just offensively but defensively as well, marking and not letting, whether it was Cunha, Semedo, or nobody get through him. I said Eriksen too. Eriksen had that one free kick that was towards the middle, and I think the keeper had it. He pretty much had it in check, but him more than Fernandes had the role of creator. It just looks very, very lethargic from Eriksen. Anyways, guys, that's all I got to say about that. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.